Hello there, everyone. Let me discuss about the characteristics of an effective communicator. So this will be our topic for this day. I hope you will gain a lot of things in today's discussion. So in both academic institutions and professional industries, the ability to convey ideas clearly, precisely, and emphatic ability is a defining trait of impactful leadership. So let me focus on this topic, the characteristics of an effective communicator. The characteristics of effective communicator serves as the foundational bedrock of for organizational success, educational excellence, and strong interpersonal relationships. Effective communication is not merely about, of course, speaking or writing well. It is about ensuring that the intended message is accurately received by the receiver, not only received, but they could understand it well, it is well understood and acted upon. Okay. So to build on the theme, the characteristic of an effective communicator, let us have to focus, of course, in the clarity and conciseness to both the message. So delivering a message directly without unnecessary jargon or ambiguity ensures the audience remains engaged and focused on the word takeaway. Through communication is a two-way street, takes to the tango. One is the sender and the other one is the receiver, of course. An effective communicator listens to understand, process, and respect the perspectives of others rather than just waiting for their turn to speak. Another is that understanding the emotional undertone, undertones of an audience allow a speaker to tailor their tone, delivery, and style to match the audience's needs and cultural context. So therefore, to say that great communicators seamlessly shift their approach depending on whether they are lecturing a classroom, presenting a research to a panel, or leading an organizational team. Encouraging, constructively processing feedback ensures that communication gaps are quickly identified and resolved. So let's have the characteristics here. It says here that a good communicator balances active listening with clear, empathic expression. It is less about dominating conversation and more about ensuring your message is understood, reading nonverbal cues, and making your audience feel genuinely heard and respected. That's the reason why we have to know our audience well so that they could, by knowing them well, we could adjust ourselves to their level, the way we communicate to them, and if they could understand what we are saying to them, of course, they could give us their feedback and they could express themselves. Okay. So what makes a good communicator and how to become better? Great communicators know how to inspire something in their audiences. The inspiration can come in many forms like prompting them to think differently, to reflect on their practices, to learn something, to care about a particular initiative, or to do something differently to achieve an organizational goal. After all, communication isn't all that noteworthy. It does not inspire some sort of action on the part of listener. The attributes of great communication that we describe below sum up what makes a good communicator exemptional. So meaning to say, you should also listen. You should have that kind of skills in communication, the listening skills, active listening with clear, authentic expression. You should have that one. It demands an equal investment in receiving information as it does in presenting it. Okay, so therefore, insightful dialogue is less about dominating conversation or forcing a viewpoint and more about ensuring that your message is genuinely understood by your audience. Significant portion of human interaction relies on what isn't said out loud. Masterful communication requires reading verbal cues, such as body language, eye contact, and the tone of our voice. Okay, so that's very important. So the first essential characteristics of all great communicators, of course, is to know our audience very well. Know audience and also their needs. The principle here is simple. The more you know about someone, the better you can listen to them, empathize, support, or guide them in the direction you need them to go as communicator and leader. So you have to know your audience well, their needs, so that they could interact. Okay? They could give their feedback. They will participate, and they will, of course, if they know your lesson or you know your topic very well, they could engage and involve themselves in it, to what you are saying. Second is they demonstrate empathy, putting yourself in the shoes of the others. Good communicators know how important it is to walk in another person's shoes or try to understand what challenges, worries, or concerns may be on their audience's mind, heart, first. Leaders clearly communicate their natural empathy and humanity in an authentic way, which leads to the third most important characteristics of great communicators. We have to know our audience well, empathize to them, their needs, help them understand our lesson, our topic, and what we really want to tell them, putting your shoes to their shoes. I mean, putting yourself to their own shoes. Okay, feeling their own feelings. Let you as the speaker feel what they have in their own. Okay. Next is they communicate often and thoroughly. A communications cadence is often defined through a communication calendar of regular scheduled touch points with various audiences. The rigor and the regularity make a big difference in ensuring your communication is truly effective. Okay, so therefore, if they could not understand your topic, you have to let them understand it by going down to their own level so that you could carry them, you can encourage them, you could inspire them to what you want to deliver and what you want to point out to them. Okay, so communicate open. Okay, there should be an open communication. Next, another essential would be provide important context. Context. To be a communicator or a great communicator, stop and consider what your audience needs to know related to the following categories. Like for example, you have to know their background, their history, the strategy and objectives, your goals that you want, metrics for success, and the rest, no? So we also have here rules for everyone involved in the change and initiative because this one is very important in encouraging them, let them be involved, okay, and ask them for their feedback, knowledge of the ultimate stakes and why a particular initiative is worth the effort. Okay, so that's number 5. Another is what we have. They listen and create dialogue. Great communicators are not always talking. In fact, the best communicators are exceptional listeners, eager to dialogue with their audiences and hear their perspective. So there's always that dialogue, open communication. Okay, so getting their feedback so that it would also help and adjust yourself according to their level. So great communication happens when leaders and their employees or colleagues understand each other, knowing where another person is coming from is critical to move any organization forward. Take note, exemptional communication should include a sincere invitation for feedback. Feedback is very important, guys. No, this is getting to know their comments so that you could also improve yourself, okay, in order to help them. So giving people the chance to respond truthfully and know that their opinion, whether it's in agreement with a sentiment or not, it is always welcome. So you have to welcome all their comments. Okay. So the quickest way to shut down communications is to give an audience no opportunities to express an opposing view, challenge a particular direction, or ask questions. Dialogue is always the best way to build trust and understanding. So therefore, if you really want to have a dialogue and to build the trust and understanding with your audience, you have to set a dialogue. Okay, find time to listen to them. There should be an open communication. Okay, and the last one, okay, open to questions and prepared to answer them. So great communicators know just how important this process is, and they make time to prepare. It is often helpful to work with a team so everyone can think through potential questions that may be on the audience mind. So, in thinking the answers, consider the following: the perspective the employee might bring to the discussion, the empathy that's important to demonstrate to the audience as you respond, the respectful authenticity that is critical in your response. People need to feel that you sincerely care about the team and want to be real with them about the challenges, roadblocks ahead. So when tough questions are faced, communicate the following. So here's what I know and here's what I you don't know and here's what I'm working on finding out. So if you were able to get their heart also and explaining it very well, okay, for sure there would be an effective communication between you and the audience. So it's not only things that you know, it is also important for you to know what's in their mind. So that's it, guys. Again, I hope you learned something for this discussion.